Good morning, world. I'm Citizen. This is Bible Time Capsule. Today is May 31st, 2013. It's a good Friday for us. All right. So we're on chapter 31 of Genesis. And let's begin then. Chapter 31. Jacob leaves Padan Aram. Jacob learned that Laban's sons were saying, "Jacob has taken all our father had, and he has acquired all these riches from what belonged to our father." Jacob perceived too that Laban's attitude toward him was not that it had previously been. The Lord said to Jacob, "Return to the land of your fathers and to your own kin. I will be with you." Jacob sent for Rachel and Leah, calling them to his flock in the field, and said to them, "I see that your father's attitude toward me is not what it was previously, but the God of my father has been with me. You yourselves know that I have served your father with all my strength, yet your father cheated me and changed my pay time after time. But God did not allow him to harm me. Whenever he said, as in Laban, the spotted animals will be your pay. The entire flock had spotted young, but whenever he said, the striped one will be your wages, then the entire flock had striped young. God took away your father's stock and gave it to me. At breeding time of the flock, I saw in a dream that the he-goats mating were striped, spotted, and speckled. An angel, alright, I got a little mix up. Right here is another section. Laban overtakes Jacob. Now, I don't know if that was a part of this sentence on the previous page, but I'm going to just keep reading through. Alright. So an angel of God said to me in the dream, "Jacob." And I answered, "Here I am." Then he said, "Look and take note. All the he-goats mating are striped, spotted, and speckled. I have seen all that Laban has been doing to you. I am the God who appeared to you at Bethel. Were you anointed the memorial pillar and made a vow to me? Rise now, leave this land, and return to the land of your kin." Excuse me. Rachel and Leah answered him, "Have we any share or heritage left in our father's house? Are we not regarded as strangers by him? For he has sold us and entirely used up the money he received through us. Surely all of the property God has taken away from our father belongs to us and our children. Do whatever God has told you." Jacob began by mounting his children and wives on camels. Then he took away all of his herds, all the property he had acquired, stock he had obtained in Padan Aram, to go to his father Isaac in the land of Canaan. When Laban had gone to shear his flock, Rachel stole her father's household idols. And Jacob outwitted Laban, the Aramean, by not mentioning to him his intended flight. And fled with all that belonged to him. Jacob set out, crossed the river, and made for the highlands of Galaad. Galaad. On the third day, Laban was informed of Jacob's flight. Taking his kinsmen with him, he pursued Jacob 7 days and overtook him in the highlands of Galaad. But God came to Laban the Aramean in a dream at night and cautioned him, "Take care not to say anything at all to Jacob." Compact of Jacob and Laban. Next section. Jacob had pitched his tent in the highlands when Laban overtook him. Having pitched his tent on Mount Galaad, Laban said to Jacob, "Why have you acted so, deceiving me and carrying off my daughters like prisoners of war? Why did you flee secretly and steal away from me? You did not let me know, so I could send you off with rejoicing and song and tambourine and lyre. You did not allow me to kiss my sons and my daughters. You have acted foolishly. It is in my power to do you harm. But last night the God of your father said to me, 'Take care not to say anything at all to Jacob.' If you had to leave because you longed so much for your father's home, why did you steal my gods?" Jacob replied to Laban, "I was afraid, for I thought you would take away your daughters from me by force. If you find your gods in anyone's possessions, he shall not live. In the presence of our kinsmen, identify whatever of yours I may have and take it." But Jacob did not know Rachel had stolen them. Then Laban went through Jacob's tent, through Leah's, and through those of the maids without finding them. From Leah's tent he went to Rachel's, but Rachel had taken the household idols, put them in a camel's saddle, and was sitting on them. When Laban had felt around the whole tent without finding them, she said to her father, Be not offended, my lord, that I cannot rise in your presence. I am having my periods." Though he searched, he did not find the household gods. Then Jacob became angry and remonstrated with Laban. "What is my offense or my crime?" he said, "that you have pursued me and have ransacked all my belongings? What household article of yours have you found? Put it out here in my presence of your kinsmen and mine, that they may decide between us two. 20 years now I have been with you. Your ewes, E-W-E-S, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Your ewes and your she-goats have never miscarried, nor have I eaten the rams of your flock. I have not brought to you any torn by wild beasts. I bore the loss myself. You held me responsible for anything stolen by day or night. The heat wasted me by day, the cold by night. Sleep fled from my eyes. This has been my 20 years with you. I served you 14 years for your 2 daughters, 6 for your flocks. You change my pay time after time. If the God of my father, the God of Abraham, and the God of whom Isaac fears, had not favored me, even now you would have sent me away empty-handed. God saw my affliction and my toil, and last night he pronounced sentence. Laban answered Jacob, "The daughters are mine, the grandchildren are mine, the flocks are mine. Indeed, all that you see is mine. What can I do today to these daughters of mine and to these children they have borne? Come then, let us make a covenant, you and I. Then the Lord shall be witness between you and me." Then Jacob took a stone and set it up as a memorial pillar. Jacob said to his kinsmen, "Gather some stones." And they gathered stones and made a heap and ate there near the heap. Laban called it Jegar Sahadutha. That's Jegar-Sahadutha. Jegar Sahadutha. And Jacob named it Galaad. Laban said, "This heap is a witness between you and me today." Therefore he called it Galaad. And Maspha Maspha, and Maspha, because he said, may the Lord watch between you and me when we are away from each other. You shall not mistreat my daughters or marry others besides them. Even though there be no man near us, remember God is witness between you and me. Laban continued, note this heap and this memorial pillar I have set up between you and me. This heap is a witness, and the memorial is a witness that I will not go beyond this heap toward you, and that you shall not go beyond this heap and the memorial toward me to do harm. The God of Abraham and the gods of Nahor, the gods of their father, judge between us. Jacob swore by whom his father Isaac revered. The end of chapter 31. I am Citizen, and this is Bible Time Capsule, front to back, on video. Peace. Have a good weekend. I'm out.